A garden party at the governor's residence in Lucknow. The red carpet is out, the company suitably refined, and there's the requisite brass band. If the music sounds a little strangled, it's not surprising. Every one of these band members is a convicted murderer, and they're all still serving time in jail. In a country where violent criminals are usually hanged or incarcerated at the governor's pleasure, these murderers are an extraordinary exception. Their jail sends its music-minded inmates on tour. Mafia-dominated Lucknow is an unlikely location for an institution gentle on murderers. This city is violent. Police on patrol regularly shoot to kill, and the jails are tough.
And we will tie up this, we will put this in the neck of that prisoner.
This is where most murderers end up, and Officer Chauhan is more than happy to demonstrate the finer points of multiple hangings.
Okay.
And do you sometimes hang three prisoners
This is for
at
the
once?
3 prisoners. 3. We can execute 3 at one time. Without fear and without terror, you cannot control up to such type of hardened criminals.
And they should be hanged.
They should be hanged. Definitely they should be hanged.
Attitude, Slavic sense.
The day starts at the Lucknow Model Jail as it does in any Indian prison. An abrupt pre-dawn awakening and a head count. The food and clothes are standard prison issue, and all of the prisoners here are serving long sentences for violent crimes. But it's not long before you notice something unusual about the way this jail treats its murderous inmates.
अभी ये लोग म्यूजिक वाला तो ये लोग पढ़ नहीं पाते हैं, हम इनको हिंदी तरीके से बताते हैं। तो शास्त्रीय संगीत का जो तरीका है,
They might hit a lot of flat notes, but all these prisoners have shown a willingness to reform themselves, and the Model Jail Brass Band is their road to redemption. Matabal Yadav is band leader and trumpeter. He's in here for murdering a fellow villager when he was just a teenager. His father and uncle were hanged for the same crime. Euphonium player Raj Kumar Rastogi, one of the few literate prisoners, is in here for murdering his wife. And Shaiman Lal, who now beats the drums, has lived more than half his life behind bars for beating to death a neighbour.
आप यार फिर जब बजाते हैं, अब कोई दूसरे कहूँ जिले के यार कोई कहूँ के यार, तो सब मेल व्यवहार में या में सब अच्छा लगता है।
Set up in Mahatma Gandhi's home state during the experimental early years of independence, the Model Jail is unlike any penal institution in India. And its survival may be a simple accident of history. At the moment, it's protected by sympathetic overseer of prisons, Sushil Mohan.
It's one of our very successful experiments. besides keeping them busy, they are able to earn money as well, and it has also induced the other inmates in our other prisons to take to this profession or band.
While millions of incarcerated Indians are desperate to get out of jail, competition to get in here is fierce. All these inmates have had to display years of good behaviour in other jails to gain admission. Indeed, so many years that usually only long-term prisoners like murderers make it.
These individuals have shown their mettle by their good conduct earlier, before they joined the band, and now they are a very nice lot. I wish them the best.
Today, these musical murderers are preparing for their biggest gig yet. Lucknow's Loreto Convent School for Girls has booked the band to play at the annual drill parade.
हमने ये सोचा कि लारेटो में ये लोग बजाएंगे तो इससे हमारे कुछ विभाग का नाम होगा और कुछ साथ साथ मेरा भी नाम होगा कि चलिए भाई हमारे विभाग में हमारे बंदे.
And as important to their performance as their musical skill is their uniform, an impressive ensemble which takes some mastering to put on.
कहाँ पहुँचेंगे, फर्स्ट चांस जाने का हो रहा था. इस विषय को काफ़ी सोच विचार के बाद हम लोगों ने कैसे क्या कराएंगे और कैसे क्या होगा वहाँ पर, इसी वो में हम लोग सोचते सोचते तैयारी की खुशी तो एक बहुत ही थी.
But surely allowing convicted murderers into a convent girls' school was a decision only a Mother Superior who had taken leave of her senses could make.
Well, at that moment, I didn't think so much about it then, but it was after the whole show was finished that it came to my mind that I had taken a big risk.
Loreto Convent, Junior School, Mark, time. Not house, forward, march.
Fearing their legs may turn to jelly, Mother Superior decided not to divulge all the facts about the band to her young marchers.
They would have been afraid, a little afraid, and wouldn't have performed their best.
But on the day, the convent schoolgirls' precision and timing matched that of the band perfectly.
ये बात है कि हम इस आदर्श कारागार में हैं, बेशक सज़ा में हैं, और जब हम कहीं बाहर बैंड में जाते हैं तो ये ज़रूर होता और मन में रहता है कि हम जेल से आए हैं, कहीं पर ऐसा ना हो कि कोई दूसरा बैंड वाला जो है.
And the longest-serving murderer in the band hopes the convent schoolgirls will have worked some very practical miracles.
उन लोगों ने यही दुआ देते हैं घर का जाए छोटे करके और का कहीं जल्दी छूट जाए, परिवार में मिले जाए.
उन लोगों से हमें बहुत ही स्नेह मिला, बहुत ही प्यार मिला, और इस विषय में हम तो एक समझ रहे थे समाज के बीच में उन लोगों के बीच में जाके जो इज्जत मिली उस चीज़ को हम अपने को कह नहीं सकते. और दूसरी चीज़ यह है कि वहाँ पर जाने के बाद हम लोगों ने अपने को महसूस किया कि हम अपने परिवार में उन बच्चों को देखने के बाद अपने बच्चों की याद आ गई.
Back at the jail, it's back to work for the aspiring musical stars. But even work at the model jail takes a decidedly enlightened form. Here at the jail farm, prisoners like the band's drummer, Shaiman Lal, work the land, sell their produce to the jail kitchen, and also live in their own huts rather than in barracks. For Shaiman, it's luxury after his years in a regular jail.
वहाँ तो पहले जाओ तो पिटाई नहीं, तो मारे या तो गलती करी हो तो सबको हमारे जी हो, वहाँ जैसे चिड़ियाघर है, आज वावा कल ही गया, आज वावा कल ही चला गया, वैसे इसमें जो है तो इसमें पूरी ये उम्मीद नहीं है कब छूटा।
And this prison even has a program that allows the inmates to leave jail and return home for a few days on important occasions. Today, Raj Kumar's second wife and daughter have arrived to see him about plans for his daughter's marriage. He will be released for the 5-day celebration, but not yet. Right now, there's another wedding to attend. It's tonight, and he's playing. For Raj Kumar, there must be a few notes of regret as he plays in this wedding procession. The crime that's brought him here is murder. The victim, his first wife. But having escaped execution for his crime, he's determined to show that he and his fellow repenters are on the road to musical salvation.
लोगों से सम्मान की भावना मिलती है। वो सोचते ज़रूर हैं कि अपराध के बीच में आए, लेकिन वो हम लोगों का बिहेव देख के अपने को ऐसा नहीं महसूस करते हैं। हम लोगों को सम्मान ही देते हैं और उनको भी एक महसूस होता है कि किस तरह से हम लोग मजबूरी में फंसने के बाद फंसे या फंसाए गए।